a little long, isn't it? Hey, so you're thinking about buying a house, where I'm going to talk about a couple of things here. They're going to help you save some time. You know, when you're just in the beginning process of buying a home, the first thing that you're probably doing is out there online somewhere searching for a home. But what you should be doing first is get that pre-approval. I know we preach about it a lot, but a pre-approval is going to help you save some time and not search for the wrong house. A pre-approval is going to get you set up, make sure you know exactly what kind of money you're going to have to bring to the table and how much home is actually within your budget, whether it's higher or lower, whichever. That way you know exactly what to look for, and then you go out and find that perfect real estate agent. If you don't have a real estate agent, I may know one, but anyway, that real estate agent will help you find a home within those parameters of that pre-approval, that pre-qualification letter from that awesome lender that you're dealing with. So when you're in the process of out there searching for the home, you find that perfect home and you put that thing under contract. Well, now that contract starts, and we have some time periods that we have to abide by to keep that contract legal. Two dates that we have to stick by, and those are for the option period and for the earnest money. Yeah, we have to get those turned in within 3 business days, 72 hours. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I've been dealing with a lot of clients that have either been out of town on vacation or out of state. So sometimes we put a house under contract and you're not around. But once we execute, that 72 hours, that 72-hour time period starts no matter where you're located. So here's a couple of things that we can do to overcome those. And I've talked about these before, but we're talking about it again because it keeps coming up. So one app that I suggest that you ask your real estate agent about is Zocam. Zocam's going to help you with the title company and get that earnest money in basically the same day. You do not have to be in person. You do not have to send in a actual check, and it doesn't have to be hand delivered to those title companies. This will save you a lot of time because you know as well as I do, if you put a check in the mail, it's going to take 3, 4, 5 days to get there. And if you overnight that check, it's going to cost you an extra 15, 20, 30, 40 bucks. Actually, I had one that cost me almost $70. Yeah, it was sent to a remote area there in Colorado. So yeah, it was crazy. And it didn't take, it was supposed to be an overnight, right? Yeah, it took 5 days. So that's another story there. So let's not do that. Check out Zocam. It's a great app. Not all title companies are associated with Zocam, but you can see there's a ton of them that are. A lot of our local title companies do use the Zocam. Anyway, this is going to make the process so much easier for you. It's so much faster. It's kind of like doing a mobile bank deposit. Take the picture of the front and back of your check. Anyway, I'm going to put a link below down on that one. Real simple process. So go ahead and go to your Apple Store or Google Play and download that app. Now, another process that we have to meet, there's a 72-hour timeline on, is the option money. If you choose to do an option, you're going to have to, you pay an option fee, and those option fees have to be turned in, within that 72 hours. If you're out of town, out of state, on vacation, we're still going to run into the same problem. But I just recently came across this one because an agent shared this with me and my sellers. So this one is called Go Option Pay. This one's also pretty simple, and your agent can handle it on their side. Your agent will enter in the information and send a link to you for the Go Option Pay. Once you receive this, you'll go through, follow some steps. One of the steps process is entering in payment information. Now remember, if you have a lender, you can't do a credit card. Even though Go Option Pay allows a credit card, if you have a lender involved, they do not like that. So make sure you have a debit card available for this payment. So once you submit your option payment there, then it's sent to the listing agent. The listing agent accepts it. They put in the seller's information and sends this information along to the seller. Once the seller receives this, they accept the payment. Now the cool part is, for a seller, you want to make sure you have a printer available so you can print off the check right there. Or you can have one mailed to you. Of course, that takes a little bit longer, but hey, this all happens within minutes. So instead of doing that overnight or mailing it or hand delivering it to your agent, then your agent taking, it can all be 1 or 2, 3 days sometimes. So instead of doing all that, here's a couple of options for you. Anyway, hope you have a great buying process. If you have any questions, message me down below. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time.